Hey people, all Muscle here. Today I want to talk about something that has been worrying me for a while now. Something that I feel that not only could make or break the future of FGO, but also compromise the relevancy of the Fate franchise for the mainstream audience. I'm talking about the FGO 10th anniversary and how important is that Lasagna doesn't mess it up like previous anniversaries. So, on this video, I will be breaking down why I think this anniversary is so important and what I think Lasagna has to do on this anniversary in order for it to be a success. But first, a quick reminder from today's sponsor, DLPay Crypto. They are a DL site official payment partner built to give you a smooth and reliable way to get your DL site points. Listen. If you ever have felt frustrated trying to buy points on DL site and experienced stuff like card payment hassles stopping you from buying your points, then you need to check out DLPay Crypto. Right now, you can easily use popular cryptocurrencies or your credit card to get DL site points on their platform. Plus, they currently giving a 10% bonus on all DL site points you buy through them until June 22. That means extra points just for using DLPay Crypto until this special campaign period ends. The time is ticking, so what are you waiting for? Ditch all the payment headaches and grab those extra bonus points. Get your DL site points the reliable way with DLPay Crypto. Check the link in the description to learn more, and big thanks to DLPay Crypto for supporting the channel. Before I go deep in my thoughts and opinions about this topic, let me give you some context by doing a brief summary in a really formal and professional way of the whole deal with this anniversary, the current state of FGO, and why this is so important for the overall Fate franchise. On the 2nd and 3rd of August, FGO JP will be hosting one live event each day to celebrate its 10th anniversary. In this event, not only we get the expected announcements about the game, like new servants and quality of life changes for the game, we also get news about upcoming Fate and Nasuver projects / media, announcements of stuff like new animes, new video games or visual novels. Unfortunately, compared to previous years, the last 2 years fell short on expectations when it comes to in-game quality of life changes and overall announcements. And since the 10th anniversary is such a huge milestone, the stakes are extremely high for the announcements of this anniversary. This could be considered a breaking point for the FGO players, and what could be at best described as a mid-anniversary won't make the cut this year. Lastly, this anniversary not only is important because of it being a huge milestone and for its announcements, but also because later this year, on December, the second main story arc of FGO, Cosmos in the Lost World, will be reaching its end. And we don't really have any type of information about what's next for FGO, or even if the game will continue after this second story arc ends. So for now, we're just on a limbo waiting to see if Nasu actually plans something beyond the Lost World arc, or if end of service is unavoidable. Well, now that that's out of the way, I can talk more freely. So, let me be blunt when I say that I think the odds of Lasagna messing this up are low, but not zero. I would like to think they learned a lot after the backlash they received on the last year's anniversary, and regardless of what happens in-game, it's likely that we're gonna get some cool Fate projects coming out in the next half of the year. So that's objectively good. But I feel like both Lasagna and Aniplex needs to stop being so secretive about what's next for this franchise, because being radio silent about such an important matter overall affects negatively the FGO community. So, with that in mind, I made a list of the things I think Lasagna needs to do in order for the 10th anniversary to be a success and revitalize the Fate franchise. Number 1. Announcing the release date for the Fate Extra Record game. Preferably before November of this year, so people can take their time to enjoy the game before the final chapter of the Loswell arc. Number 2. Announcing the release date for the remaster of Hollow Ataraxia, preferably as soon as fucking possible. It's quite unacceptable that they took this long on remastering a visual novel from the year 2005. Numero 3. Announcing the release date of the seasonal anime of Fate Strange Fate within this year. Perhaps with the premiere of the 3rd chapter of the anime on the ERL Anniversary event. Because yeah, it's about damn time they release this thing. I admit that calling Strange Fate the quote-unquote one episode a year anime is quite funny, but this needs to stop right now, or otherwise it will hurt even more the already hurt momentum and mainstream engagement of this amazing series. Number 4. Announcing another Fate animated project. Look, Aniplex needs to wake the F up and realize that although anime adaptations aren't that profitable anymore, they still bring new eyes to the franchise, and therefore new possible players into this hellhole we call Fate Grand Order. A remake for the Fate Stay Night Saber route, a Loswell anime adaptation, the new season of Prisma Ilia, I will take anything that isn't the Mahoyo movie. And I'm sorry to the Mahoyo Nation. I will love to get some news about the movie, but I think the priority for this anniversary should be Fate, not other Nasuber series. Number 5. We need at least 1,000 Senkors as an anniversary reward to guarantee pity for one 5-star servant, or a free limited 5-star ticket that allows you to claim any servant in the game so far. Number 6. This one is great. An anniversary servant that is related to the main story of the game and doesn't have a swimsuit ascension. Shout out to Aesk and Ereshkigal though. Number 7. There has to be an animated teaser/trailer for the final chapter of the Loswell arc. And it has to give us enough information for us to theorize what the hell will be happening this upcoming December. Perhaps hearing Marisburi's voice taunting us, since he literally is the big bad guy of this arc and we barely know anything about him. And last but not least, number 8. Lasagna needs to address if FGO will continue or not after the Loswell arc, and depending on their decision, take the necessary measures to make their game succeed in the future. Look guys, I'ma keep it real with y'all. I will be quitting FGO once the Loswell arc ends, so I don't really mind neither of these two options. But it still enrages me to see Lasagna getting away with doing the bare minimum over the past few years. I feel like the FGO community and overall game deserves better. So if the game continues, I want to see some actual impactful changes to the game that will put FGO on par with modern game gachas. Animation updates for all servants, a way to replay the main story quests and all events, perhaps an auto farming mode, perhaps a better pity system or better gacha rates, and maybe, just maybe, new gameplay content that isn't just farming mindlessly. Side note, if they add Grail Fronts as a permanent game mode, I'm staying. And if Lasagna wants to go maintenance mode or EOS with FGO and start FGO 2 or something, they need to let us know straight up on this anniversary. And also let us know if the years of effort we put on our accounts will carry over this new Fate project or not. I know some people will be mad if it doesn't, but if making a whole new Fate game from scratch means that Lasagna will actually deliver in-game content and progress the story on a decent pace, I'm sure people will eventually understand that it was a change for the better. Because at the end of the day, most of us just love this franchise and the endless stories and characters that are part of it. We want Lasagna to succeed, but it's certainly hard to cheer them on when there are multiple other gachas that put more effort on their game and community with a quarter or even less of the monetary resources and franchise recognition that Lasagna and FGO have. So please, Lasagna, don't mess up this anniversary. Anyways guys, that is it for now. Like and subscribe for more FGO manifestos, and drop a comment with your 10th anniversary predictions in the comment section. It's been your boy Muscle. Until next time, bye bye.